against the Denver Broncos. Peyton Manning, Kyle Orton. Going head-to-head. Why?
Yeah, because that was a heck of a setup.
Oh, boy. Well, Peyton Manning came out and went 8-10 on the opening drive, which lasted 13 plays and was capped off with an Austin Collie touchdown. The next possession, they go 7 plays, 56 yards, capped off by a Dallas Clark touchdown.
They haven't been doing this lately. They've been having to come from behind, but they got off to a great start.
Yeah. I wonder what he's saying.
I get it until your kids can hear.
There's Josh McDaniels laying into his defense. Not happy. 14-0 Colts with the ball, and the Broncos 34 up 14-0 to go for it. Why not when Dallas Clark going down third?
Yeah. And that's one-on-one with a safety.
It's a 22-yard gain down to the Broncos 12-4 plays later from just outside the one. Dallas Clark again. It was as if there was a turnstile on the Denver 20-yard line. Every time the Colts got in the red zone on Sunday, they scored a touchdown, 4 for 4 in the red zone. 21-0 midway through the second quarter. But just when you thought this game was over, Brandon Marshall began to catch fire. Here's a 23-yard gain of his own 48, and then 9 plays later on the Indianapolis 5-yard line, there's Brandon Marshall in the end zone. He had 10 catches for 109 yards in the first half.
Would we consider him the go-to guy?
Yeah. Big, strong, physical, and fast.
And then he made sure that this lady wearing his jersey in Indianapolis got
she
the ball.
wouldn't pull that in Oakland. I guarantee you that.
Third quarter, 21-7 your score. Orton to Brandon Marshall, but Tim Jennings is sniffing that one out. And Orton gets a meeting with the principal.
What are you doing? What are you doing? We're trying to win this game and you're killing us?
Throw it to our guy.
That's what he was saying.
He's okay. That's some quality subtitles right there. Orton to Brandon Marshall again. That's his 18th catch of the game.
18?
Yeah, they were throwing to him like he was Terrell Owens on Jerry Rice Day.
Got another one.
Ties Terrell Owens' single-game record with a 20th reception. Makes it 21-16. Broncos coming back, and that's when Dallas Clark and the Colts march down the field. Third touchdown of the game for Clark. That's a career high for him. Next possession, 4th and 18. Kyle Orton to Brandon Marshall, which breaks T.O.'s single-game record.
Big man.
The hook and ladder doesn't work with a minute 50 and change to go. With it being 4th down, they needed it to work. So Marshall sets a record with his 21st reception in a game. But the Colts set an NFL record with their 22nd consecutive regular season win to give them 114 regular season wins in the aughts, which surpasses the 1990 49ers for the most wins in a single decade in the history of the NFL. And the Colts and Peyton Manning clinch home field throughout the playoffs.
I've always learned never to take winning for granted, but when you think about how many we have won in this 10 years, you do take a minute to think about it, and it does kind of hit you. That's a bunch, and you sure do appreciate all the hard work that's gone into those wins.